Colton Sheets is a little boy from Tennessee who's been battling leukemia since the age of 3, and he's traveled all over the country to get treatment, but luckily he's in remission now. And actually a chance encounter at a restaurant in Tennessee led to the Middle Tennessee football program.
The Sheets family was celebrating Colton's 200 days post-transplant at a local Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant back in the middle of August. Little did they know Colton's life was about to change for the better.
We got there, and I was with the other graduate assistant, Corey Cronin. We had actually just called in to pick up some food, so we went in and was waiting on the food. And we actually saw them walking out as we were inside waiting. And we noticed Colton walking by and stuff. Didn't really think about it at the time, but noticed him walking by. So we got our food, and then as we were walking outside, his mom Jennifer was helping Colton get down off the curb. And I just overheard her say something to the effect of, you know, now Colton, you don't have any more chemotherapy treatments. And so we kept walking, and we got in the car, and I looked at Corey and I said, you know, did you hear what I heard? And he said, yes, something about chemotherapy. And so we were getting ready to pull off, and I said, well, just wait a second, let me go over there and see what's up. And so, you know, I was a little nervous approaching him because, you know, I honestly really didn't know what to say, but I just felt like I was led to go over and at least say something to him.
Tyler learned what Colton had gone through, got their contact information, and felt that he was led to do something for Colton and his family.
I actually came in and sat down with Coach Stockstill, told him the situation and what had happened, and he was, you know, very interested and, you know, really wanted to try to do something about it. So he got together with Coach Brock, and Coach Brock kind of led the charge in this, and he actually called them and got a hold of them and let them know that we were going to do something.
A couple weeks later, Colton and his family were invited to attend practice, where he got to meet Coach.
How you doing, bud?
Make new friends.
What's up, big dog?
Get some gear, and could just enjoy being a kid.
Anytime that I think that he has it, he can be out there and forget about all the stuff that he's been through and just enjoy the moment that he's in right now and not have to think about the cancer and, you know, all the negative stuff in his life. That, you know, I think that was just the biggest part, where he could go out and enjoy himself.
The way it uplifted him, I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, the kid honestly has been to hell and back. So to be able to see him have an experience where, you know, he lights up and it's going to be something that's, you know, absolutely not four walls where he's quarantined all the time and he can go out and do something. I mean, just speechless about it.
How much fun did you have today?
A lot of fun, just seeing everybody and getting all this stuff.
He's gonna go home. He's just gonna sit back and smile the whole night.
2 days later, Colton was the honorary captain for the game against Charlotte, where Colton and his family watched as the Blue Raiders defeated the 49ers 73-14. Those 2 days Colton experienced will be something he'll remember forever.
220 days ago, we didn't know if we were going to bring our son home. So to be here with him right now is surreal and amazing, and we thought we lost him 3 times even when we were in Seattle, and so this is triumphant. It'll be a memory he'll never ever forget, and he's going to feel like everything that he's gone through to this point, he's finally getting a moment of, you know, absolute happiness.
Not only will Colton remember those 2 days, but Jennifer will never forget the experience either.
Let me tell you something, it was above, beyond, class act, all the way, and I don't know many universities or anything that would take the time to do something like this. I mean, it's outstanding.
Despite the experience being over, Tyler believes this won't be the last time he'll ever talk to Colton.
I'll definitely always try to keep in touch with Colton. You know, I think that, like I said, from the very beginning, I think I was led to that situation, and I feel like, you know, on my end of it, to fulfill that, we would definitely be keeping in contact with him. You know, and even if now, you know, even if he's not always at the games and the practices, maybe that phone conversation with him can take his mind off all the other things that, you know, where he can just, you know, just talk and not have to think about all that stuff.
We'd like to thank the Middle Tennessee Athletic Department for sharing this story with us, especially Nathan Wallach and Alan Fidelki, who produced this segment. Now, Ron, personally, I love seeing stories like this. It really touches my heart. I know that the team probably had a great day, and I know it it probably meant the world to Colton.
Absolutely. I go back to last season when Dan McCarney at North Texas, he brought a couple of young boys in that were suffering from Duchenne disease, a terrible disease. And watching these young boys' faces light up, the players came over high-fiving them, fist-pumping them, giving them gloves, giving them jerseys. And I went, wow, gave me goosebumps. This past week at ODU, watching that wounded warrior go out and flip the coin, incredible. Then they sent me this story, and when I was watching it yesterday, my wife and I teared up. It was an incredible story, the way Rick Stockstill and his staff went out of their way to make sure this young boy had a great day, and then coming out and flipping the coin. Awesome. Congratulations to Tyler Boyles, the graduate assistant you saw on that. Here's a young man that saw something, and instead of saying, gee, that's too bad, he went out and did something. That's what makes Conference USA so great, because there are so many coaches and players out there right now that are reaching out to the community. Kudos to all of them at Middle Tennessee.